Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? I'm good. Have to get my locks halfway in under control, you know. Oh, what a day. Yesterday. I'm going to start with yesterday. Um, hopefully mom remembers that I'm live and she gets on here too. But yeah, yesterday was fun. Yesterday, Dewey had an appointment for his hearing. Oh, wait, I'm going to take a video. Yeah, he had an appointment yesterday for his hearing and stuff. He's supposed to get it. Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to touch my face. Um, yeah, but I'm great. Let me um address that first. Oh, I can't help it. Sorry, guys. Maybe now I won't do anything with my eyes. I was on the phone. Well, that's what. Like this kind of leads it up to that. My story will lead it up to it. Anyways, yesterday Dewey had an appointment with his ears, and he got ready, and we went out and got into the vehicle, and we were going over toward his appointment. And here, what happened while he was at home, while we were at home, he thought, well, he doesn't want the uh, people calling him when he's in doing his hearing. So he puts his watch on Do Not Disturb. Well, apparently that put his phone on this Do Not Disturb either. And so on the way over, he seen that the doctor office tried to call him a couple times. So he calls, and yeah, they needed to reschedule because the woman that was doing his hearing test couldn't do it yesterday, and it was pointless of him coming in to see the doctor if he couldn't get his hearing done. I mean, so they were rescheduling. And we were like, well, that would have been nice to know before now, but we were on the way over. But I had an appointment. I had to drop my paw socks off because my insurance wants to know if oh, excuse me, still need a oxygen to sleep during the night, or if I don't need it anymore, which it would be kind of nice if I didn't need it anymore, but I have a feeling I do. But so, so I had an appointment at 3 too, and I was like, well, what should we do? And Dewey said, well, we still have to go on over. I said, well, I could drop it off at Cambridge and just go home and reschedule my mask fitting. That I was going to get refitted for a sleeping mask for my CPAP. Hi, Mom and Bonnie. In case I didn't say Bonnie, but I said hi. Anyway, whatever. Um, and Dewey's like, well, we might as well just go on over. We're well, not quite halfway over, but we might as well just do it. So we went over. I got a new mask, new type, and I'm not too sure if I like it, honestly. Last night I used it, and I think might have learned how to use it this morning. I am hoping I'm going to give it a good couple days. Hi, Peggy. Good couple days to wear it because it is definitely different than the one I had before. But anyways, well, while we were over there, we went to Steak and Shake. Oh my goodness, their onion rings are so good. And so we ate, and we wanted to go to Sam's Club after we ate, and Dewey said, well, if we go out to the road and turn right, we'll get there. And I'm like, I never went that way. So I brought it up on my map to see if that road actually will go to Sam's Club. And but and I mean, usually I would have turned left and went, but I looked. Yes, it did go to Sam's Club, but I made a mistake by not looking what road to take to go from that road. And another tip I should have known, but he said, do we need gas? And I'm like, not really, but I might fill up at Sam's Club. I should have known. I started driving and driving and driving. And we got to this cool bridge. It was old, had, I was, most people likely wouldn't think it was cool, but it was cool. Had the iron, you know, whatever. But I found out, yeah, that's the old bridge. Right beside it was a new bridge, just a regular bridge. We went over it, which no big deal. But we ended up in Dresden, which is some bit north of Zanesville, and it was kind of funny. We drove around there a little bit, then we headed south to um, Zanesville. Well, it was kind of. I wish I would have went another. There was two routes we could have went. I would have taken the other route. And when we got married, that's the route I took quite a bit to go to college down to Zanesville. It wasn't every day, but quite a few times. But so yeah, we did get to Sam's Club. He said, "See, I didn't lie. I did get you to Sam's Club." But it was nice for him to get out and just that we could go on a ride. I mean, he doesn't get out much, and so I mean, for some reason, God didn't. I mean, let it happen that we didn't see the phone call. Although from now on, we will likely check his the phone, make sure nobody, has tried to call us before we leave. But it was funny. But so today, the people called, the oxygen place called, and I tried to call back, and the lady I was supposed to speak with was to lunch, and I waited for a couple, maybe an hour or so more, and Dewey said they might have forgot to tell her. So I called back, and she was like, "Did you sleep sleep with the fall socks on with your BiPAP or room air?" And I thought she was asking, did I sleep with the oxygen or air max? No, Peggy, that would have not been real happy. I would have been real happy about that. We did not run out of gas, thankfully. But anyways, and I said I slept on room air. As soon as I hung up, I'm like, did she say, did I use the CPAP or did I use the room air? And I'm like, I used the CPAP, but I didn't have, my oxygen turned on. And I was thinking about calling her back, and I thought, well, whatever. And then I see her calling me back, but I didn't, it didn't ring. I saw it, but by the time I went to answer it, she was gone. So she said I had to, left a voicemail that I had to redo the study, and I'm like, oh, great. So I called her back, and she said, "Did you you slept with it on room air? He wants you to use your CPAP." I said, "I used my CPAP, but I didn't use my oxygen." So, oh, okay. So I think we're good. So I'm still kind of curious to know what my oxygen dropped down to, because I woke up at one point, yeah, I think it said 79. And, oh, Dewey, would you quit that? He's knocking on the wall. But anyways, um, so I don't know how far down it dropped or anything, so I'm curious to know, though, not probably oxygen yet, because I have gained a little bit weight after I done the sleep study a couple years back, and yeah. So I was hoping I would know everything by the time I did the live, but oh well, I guess I'll have something to talk about next week. If nothing, I don't have anything else. I know that, Peggy. I kind of knew that I didn't need it, because I don't think I slept that very well that night, last night. I mean, I slept, of course, but and when I go away for the night, which I rarely do, but if I do, I take my CPAP, but I don't take the oxygen. Maybe I should, but yeah. So I don't know if they thought maybe I slept on room air, and yeah, of course, if I slept on room air without my CPAP, I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna take a big deep breath. Hmm. But yeah, I have been crocheting. Oh, just a minute. I thought I got all my hats together, but yeah, yeah, I realized that. But when she said I had to do it over again, I'm like, I don't really want to do another night right away without oxygen. And then I was really glad to turn it back on last night. So, and I realized they have to do that. I mean, if they never checked, um, they, I mean, if I didn't need it, why would they keep paying? I mean, it completely makes sense. But yeah, one couple years ago, when I was in the hospital, my oxygen, um, they had me. I was in for kidney stones, but anyways, my oxygen would come to about 85 and stuff, and I just I did not feel good, and the doctor was like, I was like, you know, during the day usually I'm okay, and but he was like, well, I think you're just that's how your oxygen is during, and now since I hooked up to this uh pulse ox, you can see the numbers, which I'm a number person, but I also, yeah, and I'm like, no, just a couple weeks before I was at the doctor's office and it was like 95. So I knew 85 was low for me. But, and I mean, it was weird. I was lightheaded that time. And yeah, I don't know what was going on that time. But that time they put me on oxygen, obviously, finally. Actually, they put me on BiPAP even during the day. It helped me breathe and stuff. And they sent me to, actually, I think I have a video um, on here about it, where they sent me for CT, and I couldn't even lay there. I mean, it was pure torture. It was like, so they finally, I think that's when they put me on BiPAP, which is a very, I think it's very simple ventilation. It helps breathe and stuff. And so, yeah, they had me on BiPAP when I did the CT, and that made it a little bit more um I could lay there for a little bit, but without it, it was pure torture. And yeah, finally they said that I had pneumonia, and they took X-rays, and they said the doctor said there's something weird with your lungs. Yeah, it looked like, oh, sorry about that. Hopefully it wasn't too loud in your ears. It looked like TB or something, which that's how I started going to the lung doctor, and I was diagnosed with uh, asthma, which kind of makes sense. But yeah, and I had seen him a couple months ago, but that wasn't for the oxygen. The oxygen was more with the sleep doctor, which I had just seen the sleep doctor about a week ago. But anyways, so that's with all I have on the doctor up front update. All right, here's the first hat I made, which I've made hats like this before. I made Jessie one, and Dewey kind of laughed at me because it's supposed to be a beret, but I made it a little bit bigger. Well, I can't. It yeah. And it had these nice braids up. I love to make this hat. I every so often do. But I have wanted to make a hat that has braids coming down, but it's not worked from the bottom up. It's made from the top down. So I thought, well, I know how to make these um, braids. So I made this hat. And this is my first hat that I made using this pattern, which I kind of hadn't worked out the crown yet. And this is a little bit big. I think it will fit Mom better because it is bigger around. Um, so, but I knew the crown, I wasn't really too happy with the crown yet. So, I started with this. I got the crown um, figured out how I wanted to do it. Then I made this hat. This hat is a little bit more snugger. It fits me better. But I do not know why I did it in white because, yeah, obviously reason. But see, it's a nice uniform crown. And yeah, I think I will make one in purple. This is more of this is rose. It does look in purple, doesn't it? But it's a rose color. And I was like, well, I came up with a hat pattern. But lo and behold, which I couldn't find a hat on YouTube that was worked from the crown down. And I thought, well, I've got a winner. But I found another hat that the braids are closer together, which, thinking about it, I wouldn't mind having maybe braids a little bit closer. I don't know. But I asked somebody else, and they referred me to another YouTuber that talks about copyrights and stuff. I don't want to steal somebody's pattern, but hello, Emily. Thank you. But I don't want to, I don't want to steal somebody else's pattern. And I don't think I really did, because I did come up with it myself and stuff. But so I'll have to research it. But if I do decide to say this is my pattern, I will name it. And I'm thinking about different names. Thought about naming it something in the memory of my little sister, which I never met, but she was a stillborn before I was born, so she's a year older than I am. So I'd like to maybe do something like that, but I'd have to research more about, if I can't really classify this as my pattern, and I can't really see why I can't, unless I find something that is very, very similar to this, because well, like somebody said, I mean, I didn't really follow somebody else's pattern, yes, which I didn't, but I took some of the ideas. I remember we did this different than, but she said she said if she comes up with something in her brain, and if somebody else does it too, and she's like, I'm thinking two minds, think alike. Two great minds think alike. So I don't know. I'll keep researching, and because maybe somebody else out there had the same brain idea than I did, Peggy. I don't know. But I mean, it's all post work and double crochet and stuff, and I don't know. So anyways, I'm gonna have to research that and stuff. But yeah, I may be overthinking, but I have already heard creators talk about that they hate when people steal other people's patterns and stuff, and I'm like, I don't, want to do that either. So I'm just I'm likely overthinking it, but oh well. So anyways, I might, yeah, I will do one in purple for sure. I do like the purple, and I even would like to do it in green. I mean, I could make a two different colors of hats. And we even looked into with a pom pom, I think. I haven't put a pom pom on here yet, but I obviously could. Yeah, I wore this yesterday because it's obviously with the coat. Because when Dewey goes with me, he's how would you say, he's hotter than I am. So while he's burning up, I'm freezing. And so I thought, well, I'll take this, wear this, and that would work too. I thought about doing it with one of the sparkly threads, that would really make it pop, I think. Unless the braids would get, the cables would get lost. But anyways, I'm just, oh, okay. I was afraid that one would have had a hole, but I didn't miss a stitch, but it's not. You mean the purple that I did before, or this in purple, Mom? Hey, Mel. I'm glad you could make it. But yeah, and I do want to make um fingerless gloves, maybe come up to about here, because sometimes my hands get cold, and I'm like, even in here, it would be nice to have um gloves that I have my fingertip, open for tablet or whatever, or I could still keep crocheting with them. I think. Now, I haven't tried that. I might have to go down to here. You mean this, Mom? This isn't purple, believe it or not. It's rose color. It does kind of look purple. Whoa. But yeah, it's a rose color. But I will bring this out, Mom. I wanted you to try it on. I think it will fit you. Oh, brother. Oh, no, that is just. You don't have any tests today or tomorrow that you have to get done, is it? Or do you, I mean? That wouldn't be real good, great. Maybe you have been watching too many goats. I'm bad. I'm bad. You will not even come and better be nice to you, Mel, or you won't even come to my lives anymore if I tease you every time. I know. I mean, we all would get goat watching withdrawals, I'm sure, but if you're trying to do school, that wouldn't be good. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, you could. And yeah, no more Big Bang Theory. That's sad, seriously. But yes, anyhow. Well, at least I had a somewhat more, a little bit more interesting life this last week. I had something to talk about instead of not being able to, not having nothing to do or nothing. Which, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me though. I really could uh make some shawls, but I don't know. I'm like, why make a shawl unless well, if somebody wants it, which they might want it. But it's like hats are so easy to make and they go fairly fast. And yeah, Mom, we all would. Um, and I don't know. I do have that one green shawl that I'm making, which I should finish it because I do have, I did make a hat for it. Oh, brother, I should work with that too. I really should work on some of my whips, which is work in process in case there's somebody here that doesn't know what whips mean. So, how have you guys been doing? Where are you going, Dewey? You want to get on, Dewey? Yeah, Bonnie, I understand that. If you're talking about whips. Yeah, I don't really have that terrible many whips. I have that I can't think of right now. I have 3 whips. And any of, actually, no, I might have 5. Oh, thank the Lord. Amen, Mom. I'm glad Jackie has some improvement. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a blanket that I should finish for Dewey, which I want to do that this year yet. Maybe the um, next couple months, really. Actually, within the next couple weeks, probably, but yeah. Anyway, now I have a baby blanket that I started. I just I haven't finished that one. And I started that quite a long while ago. And then I have um that shawl, green shawl, and then I have other little projects that I've started but haven't finished yet. Yeah, Peggy, I'm like to think that I have the eye roll down pretty good. I know it some people might find disrespectful, which I kind of do too, depending when you do it, but yeah. So yeah, oh, and then I have what? Oh, what was I knitting? I have one of the cakes on a knitting needles, but I don't know if I'll ever finish it. I thought about frogging it and using it for something else, but I'm not ready to do that either. But I really don't like knitting that well. I mean, I it likely was something that I wanted to prove to myself I could do, but then I'm fine with it if that makes sense. Excuse me. So anyhow, so Mom, what do you think about it if I name this hat pattern um for Sarah's memory? which, yes, I have some. I have made this hat with it, but I haven't made any other hat with the sparkly yarn yet, sparkly thread. But I may do another hat, one of these hats, in sparkly yarn with the purple. Um, yeah, I haven't done it much. Yeah, that white hat I'll have to use for like Sundays or something. And yeah, I wanted to have it come down around my neck a little bit more, but I do wish that um I would have put this extra around. The crochet strap, um, it was pretty easy to work with, but I mean it's not it's I mean it wasn't hard, but it was kind of annoying. But I mean I would put it up with um being a little bit annoying to have a pretty um color and stuff. Yeah, I here's the bag of all the different colors I got. Well, this is the unicorn that I used. And here's the purple. Think of this with a white yarn. Well, it might be good in with that. Then I got some blue, well, ice blue. Then I got some gold and red and gold. Oh, wait a minute, I did hold up gold already, right? And green. And I got one copper. That would look good on orange. I absolutely agree. Yeah, I think it would be pretty on white. I mean purple, purple and purple. And yeah, that would be nice. I wonder how copper with purple. I don't think that would kind of clash though. Oh yes, that would look good with lavender, like this color. Yeah, that would be beautiful. I agree. And that copper probably would look good even in with um with brown. To think about it, yeah, that would. There are so many possibilities you could use it on. That is just very mind blowing, and it makes your yarn pop a little, your project pop a little bit more. And the blue would look good with blue, and even on purple because I love purple and blue. Oh boy, green and purple. Yeah, actually, I do have some orange yarn. I might make that. You know, I could just make a whole bunch of hats like that, not even give it a name or give recognition to anybody, and just give them away. And so anyhow. Oh, did I? Oh, I didn't show you. I did get one black. I don't know what I would do with the black. It could go with, I could obviously go with black, or, ooh, think of gold going with black. I could. But, I got one black just to see how it is. Um, they had a hot pink or something. What? They had a hot pink, but I don't really care for pink that much. So I didn't get that, but I might get it sometime just to see how it is. Can you put earbuds in and listen to me, Dewey? Please, that is messing with my brain. But anyhow, I have been on here for 40 minutes. I guess I don't have to be on here for an hour, but I do want to uh, have lives every Thursday at 4. And yeah. Yeah, my brain might be. Oh, thanks. I do like that. That's true. I might not have no creative brains anymore after he messes with it. Yeah, he's been called Meister already. I'll use that Mister, I think, but Meister I have already said too. I do like this hat pattern too, which is a crystal from Bag O' Days uh, hat pattern. You like the tabs, Mom? Oh, brother, it makes me look dorky, doesn't it? Looks like I have ears or something. Which, if I put strings on, it would look better. But yeah, I am so glad that you guys came though, because I do enjoy these lives, even if Dewey is back there messing with my brain or trying to. Yeah, I think I will put strings on sometime. And I saw on Facebook how to make strings, which there's different ways, but I like the way they have done it. And I've done it a little bit, but I have to look at it again. But yeah, when I share stuff on Facebook, reshare it, I do it so that I can go and find it again if I ever need it. And I usually find something intriguing, and maybe I'll not do it right that minute, but and sometimes I go back to look for it and it's gone, gone. So it's not a guarantee that it's always there, but it usually is. Thank you, Emily. Yeah, I want to. I don't know if I'll really do much uh, creation on my own as far like the hat, but I mean, I like to make stuff, even if it's somebody else's pattern, and I'm completely okay to use somebody else's pattern. I'll tell them that I'll tell people that it's their pattern, whoever's pattern it is, if it makes sense. But yeah. Yeah, and I will try to I will try sorry, it's not you guys. But I will try to schedule the live at least a couple days ahead of time. But Mel sent me a message last night and said, "Are you going live tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah." I did think about doing it, but somehow this week it just slipped my brain about scheduling it. And I'm like, "Oh great." But yes, I will try to schedule it. You know, I might schedule it every time that I go off live. I'll just schedule it for next week that people can see. So what? Oh, another thing. Happy Groundhog Day today, which like the the groundhog said, he's a rodent. He doesn't know how the weather is going to be. Yep. Or it just slips my mind, but I will try not to let that happen. Oh, great. Exactly, Peggy. It's always 6 weeks. I mean, hey, Dewey, but I think he might have his earbuds in, but Bonnie says hi, Dewey. So, yeah, and of course, the sooner, well, not, yeah, as soon as spring comes, goats are going to be having their babies. And I'm sorry for you guys that don't love goats as much as I do, but I will talk about them every so often. Looks like I lost two people talking about goats. No, they likely had to go or whatever. But, anyways, I don't know if the people watching oh, the numbers are correct or not, but what are you trying to do, Dewey? Oh, boy, brother. What? What? What, Dewey? Oh, great. Anyways, Well, guys, thanks for coming. And I've been here for 50 minutes now, and I don't have much else to talk about. I mean, I was hoping to at least have a glove done, but I didn't get that far yet. That's how life goes. Yes, I talked about yesterday, Dewey, how um, you told me the truth. I could go to Sam's Club that way, but it took a lot longer. But that's fine. I mean, I enjoy driving and stuff, and I haven't been that way yet for at least good while. So, yes. All right, Emily, and you guys all have a great day, great night, wherever you guys are, and subscribe, hit the like, all that stuff, and you can have one soon, Dewey. Oh boy. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. Until next week, remember, Jesus loves you, and I love you too. Bye. Thank you.